TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from Agnagory. Important video. It just teaches us how to get women. Little tips and tricks, little advices that are probably going to hurt people's feelings. But these are solid advices that need to be heard and need to be spoken about. So please like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate that. And let's get to that chow. It's chow time.
I see so many young men today who feel alone and insecure.
Now we do.
Maybe they didn't have a father in their lives, or he was present but really wasn't there.
That's most
So
men.
many young men fall for these pickup artist scams or believe that if you aren't tall or don't have a certain jaw type or voice, that they cannot get women. While there is some truth to these factors, they rarely play as big of a role as you might think. I'm going to give you some genuine advice, free of charge, that I guarantee will increase your chances if followed correctly. Some of the
His free advice is probably more powerful than those $100, $1,000, courses that you would buy from some of those pickup artists and stuff. I'm not saying that, they're not good people or whatever. It's just, this information should be I'm not saying it should be shared for free, but I understand people put in the work to gather some of this knowledge, but in society nowadays, I think men really need this advice and just need someone out there or people out there to, help guide them, for the future instead of for profits, I want to say. I'm not saying I'm, a saint and doing everything just, for everyone. I would like to make some money off of everything, but I rather help than make money majority of the time, though. So
these tips may feel insulting or even personal. I assure you they are not. My advice comes from the heart and from experience. To begin, how do you present yourself? What clothing are you wearing? How does your skin look? Is your hair messy? Clothing wrinkled? Do you wear baggy clothes because you don't have confidence in your body? I see many men trying to get into more modern fashion, but they never wear clothes that fit their bodies.
this is a big deal, man. Like I guess I don't talk about this a lot, but I wear very fitted clothes. I wear the exact same outfit almost everywhere. I only have this black t-shirt that you guys see me wear on this. This is what I wear out. This is the only shirt I usually wear, and I wear jeans, and I have a nice belt and black shoes. That's pretty much what I wear almost literally every day. I don't change outfits too often unless I'm going to certain events and that require me to be dressed up a little bit more. So when people see me, they see me in the exact same outfit every single time. And the outfit's very fitted. It looks good on me. I get my hair cut every 3 weeks. 2 weeks is a little bit too early for me. I go with the 3 weeks. And I shower every day. I wash my face. I shave every day. There's a lot of little nuances. Like even men's eyebrows is one thing that men have no clue about, right? Your eyebrows itself. I'm not saying you have to get your eyebrows done every time, but get it threaded once. Getting your eyebrows threaded is like $6, at least in LA. I don't know where everybody else. And give it a try. How it cleans up your look and how you makes you look different by just how your eyebrows are differently shaped. It might affect how your face looks. These are little important factors. But clothing, I see so many people still wear baggy clothing. This isn't the 90s. During the King of Comedy days, everybody had baggy suits, baggy everything. No, now everything needs to be fitted. Why? Show off your figure more. If you don't have a figure, still get it fitted, work on your body, and then slim down, and then get nice new clothes. This is just my suggestion.
Or they wear shirts with logos that have pictures of characters.
Another one. I do not wear any logos. I have not worn logos for 20 years, I think. All of my shirts are just flat prints. They don't have saying Marvel. They don't say One Piece. They don't say anything. They're just a solid shirt, a solid color, or some kind of like simple pattern. It's not, we're not young anymore, guys. We're not teenagers to be wearing freaking, Simpson t-shirts, Futurama t-shirts. Even if it's like a cartoon that's popular nowadays, women don't look at men with cartoon shirts seriously. Like it is what it is. And if they do, you're not going to get the type of women you really want. You're going to get those weeby type women, or you're going to get one of those women that pretend to like that thing because they see you wearing it. That's a lot too, especially when you're in your 30s. You're going to get come into contact with a lot more of those women that are just going to say and do whatever it is to make you think that she's the one so she can lock you down. And wearing those types of shirts actually kind of easily tells her, oh, he's in the Marvel, he's into this. I'm just going to be like, oh, I'm a big fan.
Movie names, artists, or memes. This is cringe.
Cringe.
No woman wants a boy who's wearing a shirt with a Marvel logo on it.
Nope.
Or Bob Marley.
Nope.
Those are for teenagers, not adults. A plain white or black t-shirt, tucked in if you prefer. A good pair of jeans that fit you. A belt that matches your shoes, and some decent kicks are more than enough.
I have decent kicks. They're called Kohans. I'm just giving everybody some little bit tips of my own stuff. Kohans, they're decently expensive shoes, but they're very nice dress casual shoes, and they are very comfortable. Probably one of the most comfortable shoes I wear. Since I switched over to those are the only shoes I actually carry now, other than like the high-end dress shoes. And you can go to an outlet and get two for like $120, which isn't too bad. They're very nice dress shoes. They have wing tips. They have leather. They have knit patterns. Very good. Very nice. They look almost like dress shoes, but casual enough to be able to wear casually with almost any outfit. And then I would always suggest a nice belt. Spend a little bit of money on the belt. When I grew up, I did a lot of marketing and did a lot of things, and they call it accessories, and it actually really does matter. Accessories would be the accessories to make you look like you're successful. That's just a simple term for it, which would be your tie. If you happen to be wearing a tie, most people actually don't wear ties now. A lot more dress shirts and suits now are going without ties, which is perfectly fine. But a tie would be one. Then would be a watch, would be your other one, and then your belt, and then your shoes. Those are the four accessories that kind of make your outfit pop or make your outfit look much, much more expensive than it actually really is. If you have a nice belt, like I'm a big fan of Ferragamo. The Ferragamo belts are not gaudy belts, but most people that are in the higher end echelon, they know what a Ferragamo symbol looks like, right? They're very elegant belts. Most people would see that belt, they're like, oh wow, that's a very nice belt. I'm just gonna assume he has nice shirts and nice short sorry, let me go with he has a nice belt and then he has nice shoes to match that belt. They're gonna automatically assume you're wearing $1,000 clothing off the bat because you're wearing very expensive belt. That belt and shoe combination makes it so that whatever your shirt or whatever your pants or jeans are, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter because most people don't know what shirts or jeans brands are majority of the time because they're not logoed in certain ways, especially shirts. So they'll just assume you have $1,000 shirt on because you have nice belt and nice shoes on, and especially with a good tie. Again, tie has been out of fashion a little bit. So that's just how I've always gone about things. Shoes and belts are very important. You can wear some raggedy jeans with holes in them and stuff, and you have nice shoes and belt. They're all gonna think it's a high class, high fashion type jeans. It's just how people's mentality works.
If the weather permits, a jacket can really make the outfit come together. Measure your face and find a haircut style that matches your face shape.
This actually matters a lot too. I had to go through quite a bit of haircuts, or like how my head looked with a whole bunch of different hair to kind of come with this one. And that's, see, this is the part where people, some men would be like, oh, why do I have to do this? It's the bare minimum of the game. Do you want to play the game or do you not want to play the game? Some men don't want to play the game, which is perfectly fine. But the bare minimum to play the game is to make yourself look good and do some of these little things, which is it really that hard to do? It really isn't, like a couple $100 to get a nice outfit to make yourself look better, start working on your face, start working on some things. In my opinion, it does not cost too much for the great benefit that it has. So,
If you cannot grow facial hair and don't have a good jawline, do not fret over it.
nope.
Women are much less visual creatures than men. It is much more about
I want to agree, yes. Nowadays is a little bit more on the visual side, but overall, yes, women fall in love with what they see and what they hear and the possibility of that person. They don't really, like your looks matter, but for them to be with you, it's everything else that comes with the package, right?
conviction, confidence, and mostly the ability to make that woman feel good when around you. This is something many men don't understand. Hypergamy is real, but it's not as simple as just money or physical prowess. She wants to have a good time when with you, and she wants a male that she feels will increase her chances of security and a good life down the line. While this may seem unfair to most men, we want similar things, just different outcomes.
Yep.
Stop viewing women as some goddess or saint from the heavens. She is just a person. She has the same bodily needs and processes as you, with some deviation. She feels fear, she cries, she feels insecure, she feels sexual desire, and she feels the desire to be loved as much as you. How to achieve that, and to what degree is the major difference between our sexes? You don't need pickup lines or cold approaches. Stop viewing it all as some game. Just walk up to a woman with a genuine question, talk to her and view it as practice. No intention to get her number, and no intention to have sex with her.
Great advice. People that have issues going up to women and stuff, just start talking to everybody. It doesn't have to be man or women. You have no agenda. Just speak to them to have a nice, genuine conversation for a minute or two, and then move on. And then keep repeating that process with as many people as you see, so you get more comfortable speaking with people, and then start slowly moving into the opposite sex if you can't do it right away. Start talking to men, start talking to people in the grocery line, start talking to people. Get some goddamn hobbies so you can meet people if you don't have a way to meet people already. There are plenty of hobbies out there, man. Fucking bowling, axe throwing. I'm just naming stupid shit right now. Oh, well, bowling. I like bowling. We can play some intermediate sports with some friends. Tennis. Freaking so many things that you can do to go meet people. I'm a bowler. I go bowling every Monday. I meet a lot of people at the bowling alley. You know what? Funny story. I actually met a subscriber a month back at the bowling alley. He recognized me at the bowling alley and he came up to me. I was like, "Are you the guy from the Chow Time podcast?" And I was just like, "Yes." I was just totally surprised by it because that was the first time. I've never expected that to happen, at least not anytime soon or anything. So, but yeah, you meet people. You just go up to them I love being in line with people. And when you're in line with a person, it's easy to start a conversation. Why? You look at what they have in line. You're like, oh, they got beer, they got whatever. I was like, oh, where's the party at? What are you doing? And I was like, oh shit, this sounds like it's gonna be a big party. Things like that, right? Or compliment on their clothing. Even men, damn, that's a nice shirt, bro. Where'd you get that? Like even if you genuinely don't want to buy the shirt, but you think it's a good shirt, you can still say, oh, where'd you get it? It's like, oh, now I know this location or whatever it is. Just small little conversations. You just kind of get it so where you're able to back and forth without long pauses, without awkwardness, because you didn't have the practice to be able to speak with people. That's all it is. It's just practice.
You are simply practicing talking. Women are very skilled at picking up on
They're
bullshit when
very
it comes
good.
to men's intentions. Body language is a dead giveaway. Even if a woman is not consciously aware, she will feel it instinctually. Set your mind right. Pretend you are acting out a scene or play. Relax and have fun. There are millions of women, and not
That's
all of
right.
them will like you, even if you were a 6'4" Giga Chad.
Giga
Don't sell
Chad.
yourself short. Speaking of practice, many men are so brainwashed by pornography and media.
This is true.
They think they need a woman who is cute, hot, or something along those lines. Start with women who look like they were hit with the ugly stick. Practice talking with them. Practice dating them. Practice sex with them if you choose. Don't simply use these women. Enjoy the time.
Yes. Please do not just simply use these women. Genuinely spend time with them. Genuinely show them a good time. You know, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But don't use these women for their body and just for that practice. Because we don't want women to be using men for their money and just for practice also. But so I don't want to trash women when men are doing trashy things too. So stay away from it.
And try and make their lives better through your treatment and attention to them. You may be surprised to learn that looks fade.
That they do.
We all get saggy, old, and decrepit. Women do not usually age as gracefully as men, so marrying for looks or sex is like buying a broken-down car with a new paint job. Look for the values in a woman, future goals, and mostly how her actions align with those goals. Also, men, for the love of God, stop talking so much on dates or interactions.
I agree.
Women love talking about themselves. They are expressive creatures. Let the woman talk. When she asks you a question, keep it short and sweet. Then ask her another question. She will like you much more and feel good around you.
Yep. When she asks you a question, answer, quick little explanation, and then get back to asking her, oh, but what about this? What about you? And as she goes on, you know you're doing well. Women just love talking. They're very good at it. You know, sometimes they speak gibberish, but they love talking. But so just let them tell on themselves. Let them tell everything about their lives, so you could have an easy way of just judging everything, because you didn't have to ask anything really like too hard. She gave it to you. All right. If you were speaking more than her, you're doing it wrong. All right. You need to shut up. Start reversing the roles to give her time and give her questions so she can answer. And hopefully, I mean, if she is answering one-word answers, you kind of know where it's going. But if she's answering and she's explaining herself, she's connecting conversations here and there, you know you're doing well.
This next tip is one that if I ever catch you breaking, I will personally pay you a visit and hit you in the shin with a razor scooter. Do not, and I mean do not, text back women too quickly. When you do this, you are signaling that you don't have anyone else talking to you, that you are desperate, and that you are needy. Take at least 5 to
Yeah, it says like don't play games, but this would be considered part of the game right here. Remember, the bare minimum to play the game would be this. People that text back like really fast almost never works. I try it all the time. Like from going through red pill and manosphere stuff, I would do it. I would do like when I'm talking to two different women. One I would text immediately, like whenever they messaged me, and the other one I would wait, and I would notice the two differences, and it's quite different. The one that I text back immediately almost always never texts back immediately. Almost always never. Hardly ever. But the person that I always wait 10, 20 minutes to text back, they will text back in a very reasonable manner. So that's just through observation for how many times I've done it only quite a few, like maybe like 3-4 times though. So
10 minutes to respond when talking to a new female. With some variation, of course. Girlfriends are a different story usually. If a woman does not respond or talk to you for some time, and this occurs frequently, I suggest you move on, no matter how into her you are. She is not interested in you.
Nope.
This next piece of advice is sure to trigger some of you. but I don't really care. Stop being so obsessed with cartoons and anime. I don't care if the girl is some nerd or gamer girl or whatever. It is almost always a trap, and she will not respect you. Imagine a girl goes into your apartment or room and sees anime posters and Funko Pop dolls or other various toys. Do you think that will make her wet?
I have a lot of friends that have a lot of Funko Pop toys. A lot of friends, they collect them. Like, you guys look at my room. I don't really. I actually have one anime poster, and it's of One Punch Man, like behind the monitor back here, just for me to look at and get serious. That's how I always kind of look at it. But that's the only one I got. I mean, when I speak with women, I tell them I enjoy anime here and there, but that's about it. I don't tell them, oh, I love anime. I love One Piece. I watched One Piece since I was a kid, which is 100% true. I have watched One Piece since I was a child, but that's not something a woman wants to hear. Why would they want to hear that? That your life revolves around anime. That your life revolves around doing nothing, really, right? Women want to know that, oh, you're focusing on your career, you're focusing on things that improve yourself, not things to just waste time. And anime would be considered one of those. I I love anime personally. I enjoy it. I watch it as often as I can because I try to keep up here and there. But it does. My life doesn't revolve around having to watch. Oh, I have to watch this today or whatever it is. And when you speak with women and they get that sense out of you that anime, Marvel, or whatever it is like such a big part of your life, that is part of your character, it's a very big turnoff.
Interested? Intrigued? No. She will see you as immature and not worth her time. This may not be apparent at first, but it will reveal itself in time. I am not here to judge you on your choices.
Nope.
Some anime are pieces of art.
That
but
they
keep
are.
it private and ease it into your relationship over time.
There you go.
Or not at all. Women mimic what is popular or what they think will get men's attention. Do you think women wear makeup because they want to? No, it's usually to get attention from men or to cover up something they are insecure about.
This is true. Well, like, just again, back with the anime thing. When I date some girls for like a longer period of time, I'll watch anime with them, and they're like, "Oh, it's so nice, and I really like it." And like, I'm like, it does seem very ungenuine when they do those things. So
Pretending to like male things is no different. On another note, pay attention to what you smell like. I don't just mean body odor, I mean what kind of deodorant or cologne do you use? Axe body spray. You might as well tell her you are a serial killer. Faint but pleasant smells pull a woman closer. It is sensual and it is almost mysterious. Smells trigger emotional responses and memories more than most people realize.
yes, they do.
Use good detergent, a decent soap, and use real cologne.
Dude, I don't know how many men go around this with that wet clothing smell or that wet cloth smell or wet towel smell. If that is one of the biggest issues if you have that smell. I know quite a few people that have that smell radiating from them. Big turn off. Try your best to find good deodorant. Wash your clothes and dry them immediately. Don't let them just sit in the wash soaking wet and then smelling up. That's a big no-no. And it takes a while to get rid of that smell. So you really have to use really good detergent. I 100% agree with them on that one.
You don't need to spend hundreds of dollars on this. Most of that stuff is mostly paint thinner anyway.
Yeah, and cologne. Stop using Axe. Stop. People's nostrils are sensitive enough, man. Like, there's no need to blast people's nostrils to death with the Axe body spray. And the Axe body spray is not the greatest. I personally use the Chanel Blue, which is the male Chanel cologne. It works really well with my skin and my scent, I guess, because it's not as easy as just picking whatever smells good. No, it actually has to work with your skin, the acidity of your skin and everything. So it's worth it to try out different colognes and different scents with people, so you find one that matches you really well. Like I've been going with the Chanel Blue cologne for almost 10 years now, and it works really well. My ex-wife loved it, and whenever she smelled it, yes, she's right. She automatically thought of me immediately. Even when other men or other, like when we're out and about and she smells it from other people, it automatically triggers her to think of me because that's my smell.
Ways. Spray a little on your wrists and rub it gently on your neck. If more is needed, spray a cloud in front of you and walk into it. Don't spray it right onto your shirt like some goober. Well, I could give more advice, but I think I have said enough for now. I wish you all the best, and I know there is someone out there for you.
Yeah, don't spray on directly onto your shirt. You're just trying to kill people's nostrils. Light spray in front, walk into it, just a little bit on the wrist, rub it, and a little bit in the back. That's all you need. Why those spots? Because those are the spots that have the most heart, like friction, in a sense, that where your heart is beating the most, and it causes heat in those area to make the scent stronger and radiates the scent. So I don't know if that's the man's real voice or it's some kind of computer, but that voice is pretty awesome. I like it. And the voice and the man's advice, spot on. And it definitely feels like an old father telling you like his record of life pretty much. So I really enjoyed this one. I'll link everything down below. Please give them some support. He just started this channel in March and he's already at 30,000. So he's doing amazing. Please help him out. Please like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate that. And I'll get you guys next time. It's chow time.